Hi guys. So I'm just gonna start crocheting. Right now I have another YouTube channel kind of playing in the background. But until people start coming in and commenting and chatting with me, we're gonna just be kind of crocheting. We're pattern testing a hippo. The pattern is by, oh gosh, hang on. Crochet with Elena. She's on Facebook and Instagram. It's a cute little hippo. And so far, I did make it the first time. So I did have a couple pattern suggestions. But this is the first one. It's a little wonky. And the reason behind that is realistically the difference between yarn under and yarn over. I'm pretty sure that I yarn under and most people yarn over. So when you do one and then somebody else does the other, the placement of your stitches from row to row shifts further and further and further the whole way up. So the next time I need to adjust my placement for the arms, the increases and decreases to make the snout, where the nose, the nostrils go, and where the ears go, to get it all to line back up. Because right now, she just looks a little wonky. But this is, she's from the side. Her little nubby tail. And there she is up close. Like I said, she's a little wonky, but that's just mostly the difference between yarn under and yarn over. But I have blue in my arsenal right now. Hi! I see somebody's joined us. I'm gonna move you down a little bit. Sorry. I don't know exactly when you popped in, but I made a hippo. And I'm gonna make another one. So, here we go. If you have anything at all to ask or request, just ask. When you do hop in, make sure you like the video. It helps a lot. Maybe comment what you're crocheting. I'm using Sweet Snuggles Lite to make this. Actually, it might be Chanel Home Slim. And it's definitely in blue. What I figure, you know, if it's pretty dead in here, we'll stick around for about an hour. But if it starts to liven up, this is only the second time I've gone live. So we'll see how it goes. I know that it's a Sunday night. Oh, I have a new follower on Instagram. Crafty AF. Shout out to you. Now, I don't want to make a habit of that. I don't want to do shout outs on the regular just because you get too many spammers in these things. You know? I don't want to deal with the spammers. Or the creepers, for that matter. I did have a market yesterday, and I'm going to have a market breakdown video. That will come out. I actually have 3 of them that I need to get uploaded and posted. Probably should do that instead of this, but whichever. um, I do need to get in the habit of, I need to start moving my videos from my phone over to my computer and probably editing on there. So that way I don't have to do so much on my phone. But I haven't got that far. Right now it's just easier to manage it all on my cell phone. So one thing with this pattern is, you know, it uses bobble stitches essentially for the feet and the arms. And for me, I always switch a bobble, like a regular double crochet bobble stitch, for a triple crochet bobble stitch, just because they're way more pronounced. And I think that it makes a huge difference. So that is something that I'm doing instead, just on my own. That's not something she needs to change in the pattern. It's just something that I find you can see quite a bit better. Gotta do this part twice. Yeah, so we start out with the row for the feet. And then the next time that I need to adjust, I'll move it over by 1 stitch. And then the next time I'll move it over by 2 stitches, and so on and so forth. Just so that way it won't be so wonky. Now I did, I come across a video that I was watching the other day on YouTube. Or maybe it was earlier, I don't remember. Where somebody had asked the question of, you know, are you somebody that crochets kind of inside out and then flips it at the end? Or do you make sure that you are consistently working with the stitches right side out from the very beginning? I know that may seem like a silly question, especially if you don't know the difference between your stitches being inside and outside. I don't know. Hello, person who's watching. Feel free to say hi so I know who you are. Okay. Okay, so I finished that row. So now we're going to start working up the body on the belly. The next time I go live, I may very well try it on my computer with my webcam and see what the quality looks like, just because I have no idea what the webcam quality looks like on my computer. Might as well figure it out if it's decent, if it's at least on par with my phone. Then it'll at least give a different orientation of the video. I know, me personally, I don't necessarily like watching videos that are in portrait mode like this. But on my phone, I can't seem to switch the way that it's oriented. For a second, I was reconnecting. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, so there's one person that I see is kind of hopping in and out. Hello, nice to see you. Whoever you may be. I'm working on a hippo, in case you're curious. It's a pattern test. So you're kind of just joining along with me. If you're a crocheter, what do you do? Okay, I went a little too far on that row. So I'm all the way up here. So we're going to add a tail. What she basically just does is like a chain loop, whichever. Prerogative. I think that in the end it looks cute. Oh, Paw Crafts liked my photo on Instagram. That's cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Recently I've done a couple pattern tests. So I did a massive purple dragon, which you will see more of in an upcoming video. And the pattern creator for that is Cat Lady Crafters or Cat Lady Crafting on Instagram. And her picture is of a cat. And it's this massive dragon. It's huge. I am selling it for $100. So I will probably have her for a while, but she'll be a really great attention grabber for markets. And then I also pattern tested what is her name? Now I can't remember. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Okay, so I also tested for Fifi Crochet. I tested Felicity the Frog. Now that pattern is released now. I made 2 of her. I made one in velvet yarn, and I made the dress and the purse, and she was super cute and adorable, and I sold her yesterday. She turned out like 9 inches tall, and so I sold her for 35 bucks. And then the other one I made with Bernat Blanket sparkle yarn, and I didn't do the purse, but she is like, she's about 15 inches tall. So I have her listed for $50. So we'll see if she sells at some point. I may make the purse for her and sell her for that price and see if it works better. But they're so dang cute. And the other one is a jellyfish pattern. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. So this jellyfish, it is the No Sew Jellyfish by Emmy's Crochet Creation. That's EMMY''S. And I'm trying to see if... Okay, so she does have an Instagram. It's Emmy's, so EMMY'S Crochet Creations. Just like that on Instagram. And then she's also the same thing on Etsy. So easy to find. I made 2 of those jellyfish, and I sold both of them at my market yesterday. So I'm hoping that by making these hippos, you know, if I make them in a couple different colors, that I'll sell them at my next market. How nice that would be. So, there we are. That's my hope. Just kind of wanted to give you guys the rundown of what I've been doing. I know I probably look ragged today. I'm sorry. It's just been a chill Sunday at home with my kids. I had a very long day yesterday with my markets. Market. The night before, I literally gave myself 2 hours of sleep. I joined Refined Vibes Patreon, and so that way I could participate in the Zoom chats, which, oh my god, it was so freaking fun. But signing up for the Patreon, I get to do the Zoom chats. I get to talk to her directly if I need to. I get her patterns for free, and a few other cool things. So that's really neat. But we were on a Zoom chat for like 4 hours. And it was amazing. Amazing. I recommend it. It's a good crowd. Hilarious. Also a few other, crochet YouTubers, and I'm pretty sure that the one is a pattern designer as well. So it's a fun time. You should check it out. And if you don't watch Refined Vibes, maybe you should. Unless you don't like swearing, and then it's not your crowd. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with what you prefer, but you know what I mean. Anyways, so we were on Zoom for like 4 hours, and then for a while after that, I was crocheting an otter and 2 pandas, and trying to write down the pattern for the panda. And by the time that I went to bed, it was 3 or 4 in the morning. And then my alarm was going off at 6 a.m. So, that's a fun time. So I ended up getting out of bed a little bit late. I didn't get to the market until 6:45. I got in, I got set up, which was really cool because the market itself, they had kids there helping for the day. And they helped us set up, tear down, which was very cool. The layout was super weird because you think about an elementary school, it's got a whole bunch of hallways in and out. And they literally had all of us lined along the hallways. So our tables were pushed up against the wall. And then we had our chairs beside our table to make sure that there was room for a walkway. And that was basically, you walked in the front door, you turned right, looped down around the hallway, came down the hallway that I was, then turned and come back up to where you started. And then when you're coming in the door, you would go to the left to go into the cafeteria to have breakfast with the Easter Bunny, to participate in the bake sale, to put tickets in the Chinese auction, and then right next door to that, you would go into the gym. And little kid gyms are very small. They're about half the size of a regular gym, and they had vendors in there as well. And then you'd come back out and you would leave. So at first, I was a little upset that I wasn't like in a prime location, it felt like, because I was as far as you could be from the front door, basically. And then I realized that realistically, we were on the first initial main loop. And it would be more likely that the people in the gym would be missed than us, which is unfortunate for them. You don't want anybody to be missed. But it was a very steady day. Like, it really started picking up about 9. And it started dying about 1 o'clock. But I had lots of vendor friends there, and we were all very close to each other. And it was just a fun day. But by the time that it was done, I was whooped. And so we had, I have been just kind of sick and lingering sick for weeks now, and at this point I'm thinking I've got a sinus infection. It's just kind of miserable. So I went into MedExpress basically to be a quick in and out and check it over and like, hey, do I need antibiotics or not? And sure enough, they gave me antibiotics, and so then I had to go to Walmart and get things for Easter and get my prescription, and my insurance card gave me issues, so then no prescription for me, so I had to send it to my regular pharmacy. Frustrating. I did buy some more yarn. It's in my car right now. I need to get it. Basically different colors of burlap blanket yarn, which I need to use more of. I think that's something that I want to do. Is I think that because this coming weekend I won't have a market because it's Easter. The following weekend, I'm thinking that we're in an outside booth. And I'm in northwestern PA, so it's cold still. We're still having snow days. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. but we're outside, I think, for 3 days. So yeah, that's great. But more than being outside in the cold for 3 days is that I have a 10 by 10 booth. And right now, I only have enough plushies to fill 1 table. And if I'm going to set up in a booth, I need enough plushies to fill 3, essentially. So, yeah, I'm not really sure how that's going to play out. I really need to... I need to figure out how... I need to double my inventory, essentially, in the next 2 weeks. But my brain is having a hard time rationalizing that because, like, it doesn't want to have more than 10 things in stock at a time. And I need to fix that because I'm going to start getting slammed come summer and fall and winter even. And I'm not going to be able to keep up. And then I'm going to end up with tennis elbow again. And yay, I don't want to do that. So I'm hoping that maybe if I just go and focus on some burnout blanket for a while, it'll make some small things very big. That'll take up some real estate. It'll feel different because I'll have the same things that I have, just in bigger sizes. In the different yarn. Because most of the stuff that I have actually in stock is with burnout velvet yarn. So it's itty bitty. It's like size 4. So I may try that. But for now, I'm going to make a few of these hippos. I may make like 5 of them, actually. And then we'll see where we're at. But currently we're like 22 minutes into this thing. Hello, whoever's watching. I just got as far as the tail on this hippo. So here's a little tail. There's little feet. Looks pretty symmetric. So we're going to go ahead to the next rows, actually. I'm trying to get to the end of row 9. So 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, I'm just starting row 9. Oh, I went off on a tangent and then I didn't finish what I was saying. So I come home from my market yesterday, and when I did that, I stayed up with my kids for a little bit and my husband because he's off on Saturdays only. And then like 7:30ish rolled around and it was time to put the 3-year-old to bed. And I was so exhausted at that point that I was starting to feel sick. So I decided to go to bed at 7:30 as well. And I slept and didn't move until midnight. And then I rolled over and realized my husband wasn't in bed with me. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, what time is it? And I realized that it was midnight and that, oh yeah, I took a nap. And then I went back to sleep and I slept until 10:45 in the morning. Isn't that crazy? 10:45 in the morning. And the only reason why I woke up then is because I heard my toddler in the bedroom yelling for me because he pooped in the potty. TMI, I know. But at least he pooped in the potty. He has a little toddler potty in his room. But we, took care of that, and then it was time to get up for the day because at that point, if my husband's correct, I slept for 16 hours. I was really tired. Usually if I sleep for too long, I end up with a headache and everything hurts and, you're starting to get old, basically. And nope, not today. I guess I really needed that. So good times. Good times. Say step back a little bit. Maybe even bring it down a little lower. Whoop. I'm sorry for the disorientation, guys. I know that anybody who watches the playback on this is going to be like, whoa, what's happening? Alright, on to row 11. We're doing fun things. We're crocheting a hippo. I am watching somebody on YouTube while, in the background while we're doing this because talking to myself while nobody's watching yet is hard. So this is the Cozy Buckeye is who I'm watching. And it looks like it's her video that was posted yesterday. What would be really funny is, like, if any of the people that I watch decided to go live, and then, like, I could participate from here on their live. That would be funny. Just to me, probably. Hello, whoever's popping in. I'm crocheting a hippo. I'm pattern testing a hippo. The designer is Crochet with Elena. Something else that I want to start making for my markets is like the mini bees. Gigi Creates was making the, I think it's called a bauble bee. And I want to make some of those because they look very small, and doing the bauble wings instead of separate wings that you sew on or crochet in seems way better. So I think that's something that I want to do. Now, I did apply to be a pattern tester for, I think it's the Cozy Stitch. I think it's the Cozy Stitch on Instagram for these like little animals that she's doing, and she just come out with a safari pack, and so hopefully I get picked as a tester for one of those because they're all very cute. All right, I'm trying to be done with row 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, I went too far by one row. It's disappointing. Oh, but I need 11. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. But I don't think that I need to go 11. I think I need to go 10. Because, you know, my yarn under situation versus, I think, her yarn over. One of these days I'll post a little short on here and we'll settle the debate. I'll do a little video of my stitch and have you guys write in the comments of, you know, which one do I do? Because from this angle it's probably hard to tell. I'm pretty sure I'm also like reversed, so. Somebody else that I might know is on Instagram. Alright, got the second arm going. Hello, who's ever's watching. I haven't really been watching this YouTube video that's on in the background. So I don't really know what's going on, but what I saw was her cutting up felt. Oh, she cut up a mask of some sort? I don't even know, actually. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I only need 7. Alright, yep. Alright, just finished row 12. I'll do some decreases. This yarn is so soft. Pretty sure this one is the Chanel Home Slim. Oh, that's cute. She made like a cape. Oh, okay. So she is making baby superhero capes. So one of them's green, and it's for Green Lantern. I can tell because of the logo that's on it. The other one is white, and I don't really know. I don't know what she's going on. Oh, she's another maker who's making the Mama Made minis. I have the pattern book, I just haven't started any of them. Maybe I should. That might be something good to do. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't see those selling at markets really good, and I don't actually have a whole bunch of like following on a website. So I don't know how well they would actually sell, because for the minis, I would probably sell them for 45 bucks. And I just don't know how well they would sell. I think I probably misplaced my decrease stitch in this. So this round I will have to fudge it a little, I think. Oh, wait. I did something wrong. Oh, her mom's in the video now. Alright, let's see. So, one decrease, one decrease, one decrease, one decrease. Oh, there it is. The fun thing is that was only like 3 stitches back, so that was easy. Well, that's cool. Her mom's helping her crochet some things and sewing ends and stuff. My mom doesn't help me do that. I'm missing out. I think that's the thing. Got an increase round. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and start stuffing this, I think. Oh my gosh. Thing. So I have one of those like lap desk things. You know, the kind of shaped a little like a crescent moon. And it's not mine, actually. It's my mother-in-law's. But we all live together now, so I get to use it. That's always nice. Okay, I see the cape that she's working on has the Superman logo on it. Oh, look at that. Look at that little belly. A little chunky belly. It's so cute. Alright, so let's go to, we're on row 16. I need to even this out a little bit. So let's do 5. And then the increases instead. Because right now, basically what we're doing is we are adjusting the stitches to put like the mouth chin area of this hippo in the right place for us yarn under people. Because it was not, the first time it was all wonky. Well, whoever Nicole is on this lady's page, she had an order. Good for her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. All right. I think that looks a little bit better already. Not that I'll actually be able to tell until I go into the decreases, but that's besides the point. Sorry for my, like, RBF. When I start focusing, I realize that I go into, like, a mega frown face, and it's not even a thought. It just is like my thought face. That was backtracking a little bit. It's not, I'm not intentionally making the face. That's the face my makes. Oh my gosh, that is the face my face makes when I am deep in thought. If you were to make a hippo, what color would you choose? I know that they generally are blue. Not blue, gray. They're generally gray. And I did make some elephants recently, and the gray one, which is, you know, the natural color, that one gets the most attention out of all of them. Because, well, I only made 3. I made a pink, blue, and a gray one. But since the natural color got the most attention with the elephants, it'll probably be the same with this. I don't really know, though. Okay. I have to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze on camera. Alright, 3 rounds. Okay. Some nostrils. I'm with this girl. If you come across my video... Oh, I'm messing this up. Hang on. Let me not toot my own horn just yet. Okay. If I'm with this lady that I've got on in the background here, like, if you come across this video, please like it. It helps me with algorithms. It helps me get seen a lot more. The lives may not be amazing at this point. Right now it's probably boring because it's just like me and one other person or nobody. You know, hi if you're watching. Leave a comment. But I feel like my other videos can have decent content, and I'd like to be seen a lot more and give a lot more. I have intentions of putting out free patterns. I do have one YouTube tutorial, but I'd love to put out some more. But I want to get to like 500 subscribers before I put out another tutorial. I have 3 in the works. Alright, I think alright, that's looking a lot more symmetrical. I like that. There's my nostrils, my little arms, my little tail. Alright, let's see. Who am I watching now? Hooked Up Crochet. A week of crochet, office makeover, baby bear haul, and something else. So I see one person's in. I don't know if they're the one, if it's the same one hopping in and out, but if you're not, this is what we're making. We're pattern testing for, I can't ever seem to remember who this designer's name is. My brain says no. No, stop. Okay, it's Crochet with Elena. is who it is. So, oh, I have an itch on my back. Yeah, so I'm working on a hippo for her. Alright, so we just did that row. Now we gotta do the decreases.
This color is cocoa. Oh, I love that. Cute. Ooh, this is not. Oh my God. Okay, this is my first time feeling it. It's so. It's way softer than Posh. So I feel like it's gonna work up smaller. Because I feel like Posh works up similar to Parfait Chunky because it's like stiffer. But this feels even softer than Parfait Chunky to me. This is so soft. What is this color?
Okay.
First Sunrise. It's so pretty. I don't know if you
I want to get some of the Big Twist Posh.
So sorry about that.
I'm broke as a joke though until I have a decent market, so I can't order online. And my Joann's doesn't even have any. And neither does the one up in Erie. Because I was looking. And they said no. Alright, we'll try to fix that. Alright. It's another decrease row. Micro polyester. So that's like micro fleece. It sounds nice. It sounds like a slightly smaller version of Sweet Snuggles Lite, which sounds super smart on Joann Fabric's side of things. But at the same time, oh, hang on, I wasn't counting. One too many. Yeah, no, I don't remember what I was saying. But given... Oh, hey, Shenandoah. She just liked my TikTok. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, maybe it's the TikTok saying that I'm going to be on a live. Hi. Oh, hey, I see a comment from Liz Furman. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I'm making a hippo. It's a pattern test. And forgive me, this is only my second live ever, so I'm not great at it. But I'm trying. I know we're about 43 minutes into it, and I'm pretty close to being done with this hippo, actually. So that's fun. I was just saying that I'm watching this girl on YouTube, kind of in the background, who got an order for Posh yarn from Joann's, and my Joann's doesn't have it, so I don't know what it feels like, and it's low season right now, so I'm not making quite enough to pay the bills and buy more yarn justifiably when I have a million skeins of yarn. So it looks really cool. It looks like a smaller version of Sweet Snuggles Lite. Do you have Posh yarn? Would you say that it's like Sweet Snuggles Lite? Alright. I'm just curious. I'd love to see it in person. If you're crocheting, what are you making? I'd love to know. I'm definitely looking for some ideas to build my inventory for markets. I was saying earlier, I have a market coming up that's a 3-day weekend. It's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for the eclipse weekend. Because I live right here by Erie, Pennsylvania, where the best viewing of the eclipse is going to be. And this market is just out of town from that. So we're thinking that it's going to be a really great weekend for a market because everybody's going to be here. But I only have one table worth of toy inventory. Oh gosh, sorry, my kid just scared the crap out of me.
Which you forgot to give me my vitamins.
Oh my goodness. I can't help you, dude.
Did you notice that you forgot to?
No, I didn't notice I forgot to. My heart is beating so fast right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't help you with that right now. I can later. So go back upstairs. Try to go to bed. Man, I'm so sorry. We live in this like super old, creaky house, and somehow the 6-year-old little boy of mine sneaks down the stairs like he's a dang ninja.
Yeah, that's
Archer, please go up the stairs and go to bed. Now. Now. Archer, you ate earlier. A lot, actually. Kids, I tell ya. Do you have kids? Mm-hmm. We'll get this hippo's face nice and stuffed and nice and round. Okay, the body's not quite as firm as I usually like it. That's okay. Alright, one more row here, and then we go back up to, I think we'll find the ears at that point.
So again, this is way orangier, and honestly, I think this is prettier, but I also love milky. I would really say they go together.
So we're all the way up here. So now we are going to put the ears in.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know because I'm gonna work with this tiny if it does look up a little smaller. I know they said it's not supposed to say 6 on here, and it's kind of crazy that they recommend a 9mm poke. Like that is wild. I'm probably gonna try like a 5mm with this, maybe. I don't know.
So, as long as they need to be so many stitches apart. So I think we're like right here. 3 stitches and then the ear. This is one of those rows that I have to edit to make it work. So if you weren't here earlier, I was saying I have to adjust my rows for placement of things because I'm pretty sure I yarn under and it changes the way that things line up. So right now everything's like super slanted and it made the whole thing very twisty. And so I'm trying to adjust that as best as I can. Alright, so did the ears. Now it's just a bunch of decreases. Well, I better put the eyes in. Can't forget that. It'll look very strange. Those ones would be too small. So I like to use the kawaii eyes. So I get these on Amazon or Walmart or Temu. They're all roughly $7 for, hang on, $7-ish for a 100 count pack. I don't know, what do you think?
And then I made the parts.
Too far apart or a little
Tiny
closer?
turtle stitches I got to tiny turtle.
These are the nostrils here.
But I made the parts at my market and I got
And I
them
feel like this
together.
one needs to be in a little bit more.
I think tonight's plan is to finish that extra model if I have time. And I think I want to
But then
wash all
that's
of
too
these
far.
balls. Okay, I got getting way too
Mm.
overstimulated by having my cat cleaning herself.
Alright, back to where it was.
Well, that's sleeping on the ground.
Maybe I can do it in between the stitches and then it won't be so bad.
I want to get my office together as quickly as possible, but I'm also trying to take this.
Oh, that looks way better. I went in between a stitch. There. Alright, put in my safety eyes. Without dropping any. Don't want to do that. I thought I lost it for a second.
I think this is a good opportunity to do it, even though I feel like I need to
There.
the hustle going.
Stuff it a little bit and then close it on up, basically. And then I've done 2 of them.
I should just organize our entire basement. It still looks awful, but we hadn't unpacked.
So I stuffed it a decent amount, and also I'll get it really close to the hole and then I'll finish stuffing it a little bit more.
So I had an itch to do that today when I got home from work, and so that's why I did instead of working out.
So Liz, I don't know if you're still watching or who it is that's watching, but do you crochet?
There we go. I've been winding yarn for a couple hours now. I had
Or are you somebody who just likes to watch crochet? That's okay too. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just curious. I've noticed on a lot of other crocheters videos and stuff that there are just as many people in the comments who don't crochet as there are crocheters. And I know I said that, like, I said crochet a lot in that sentence.
Obsessed with the texture. The only thing I've noticed so far is that there's a lot of factory knots in every single skein.
Oh no. This girl is saying there's a lot of factory knots in the Posh yarn as she's winding it up into balls.
I mean, I got each skein for probably like $6 with the sale, and then an extra like 20% off.
That's one thing. I hate factory knots.
Giant's really, they give you a bang for your buck, I will say. And you get 240 yards per skein. I don't know if I said that earlier. So like, I'm not complaining, but there are a lot of factory knots. So I did
Okay.
you guys said that. I'm sure like
Sewing the hole closed.
the longer the yarn is out, I'm sure that'll get better. But I didn't notice that with Posh. I like
Alright, well,
factory knots with Posh.
once I'm finished up with this, I'm probably going to hop off. I've been on for 53 minutes. If you decide, you know, on the replay that you want to know anything else or just, you know, ask any additional details about anything really, just leave a comment below. Make sure that when you watch it, you leave a like. Oh, yeah, the fun part of the Chanel yarn. Got a nice little yarn worm-ish, we'll call it. But, oh, cute. So, yeah, just leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what kind of things you might want to see. I'd love to have you watch some more of my videos. Like I said earlier, I will have some market day videos coming up. And when I get to 500 YouTube subscribers, I will be adding a few, actually, YouTube tutorials. I just want to wait until I get to that point. I do have a tester call open on Instagram right now, if you wanted to find me on there. Oh man, sewing with this yarn sucks.
24, so if I double that by
Come on.
every time,
Really?
it's 48, and I already have.
Might as well be flossing. Okay, got it. So I have a tester call going on over on Instagram right now for my Martha chicken pattern. I know it's a silly name. I know it's similar to the other name, but I promise I have not seen that pattern. I have no idea how it goes. So mine is just done my way and has tail feathers, and I don't know. I don't know how their comb is attached or anything. So would love for you to watch, or to keep watch on that. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to put that as a free pattern on my Instagram, as well as, I mean, I'll have the PDF version available as well, but it may very well be one of the YouTube videos that come up at some point, but we won't know that until I get to 500 subscribers on here. Alright, there we go! We finished my hippo! So, let's see, comparatively. So here's my clover crochet hook versus my hippo. So I would say she turns out about 8 inches tall, because I think these are about 6. The first one is a little wonky. So this is the adjusted version. Eyes are a little further apart than on this one. But yeah, it didn't take me too long to make, and I know that if I wasn't talking and I was really focused, it would take me like half the time. Because realistically, there are only 27 rows in this. So yeah, I'm gonna make it a couple more times in the Sweet Snuggles type yarn, and then I'm gonna make a few in Bernat Velvet yarn just to have them in different sizes, because I think that'd be cute, and I know that the cheaper options always sell better. So if I make them in smaller yarn, then they will sell faster because they'll be smaller product. So these right here, with them being around 8 inches tall, I would likely sell them for $25. And yeah, that's about how much I would sell them for. So if I were to make them in the velvet yarn and they're around half the size, then they would probably be closer to 15, I would guess. Maybe 18, just depends. You know, keep on here, subscribe to my channel, like my video, leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see me make next. Maybe next time we hop on here, we can crochet something together. And, you know, I don't have a whole lot going on. So how about we plan... I'm going to try at some point this week to hop on a live, like just throughout the week. Definitely not Wednesday, because Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts actually. So definitely not Wednesday. Probably not Monday, because I hop on Gigi Creates live, and I'm hoping to hop on Refined Vibes live, and I'm pretty sure her Zooms are usually on Mondays. So that's my intention for Mondays. So maybe like Tuesday or Thursday or something like that, we'll hop on a live together and we'll crochet something else. I know I just did a pattern test for a jellyfish, and I just did a pattern test for a ginormous dragon. That's not something we could do in an hour or two live. The dragon is huge, and it took me 3 very long days to crochet. So, not going to do that. I think this girl that I'm watching is making axolotls. It distracted me. But other than that, I know that I need to work up some baby Millie cows. They're super cute and adorable. I make them in velvet yarn, but I want to make them in bigger yarn too. I need to make some mini cows. I really need to stock up. The baby Millie cows, though, I make them in blue. They're a wholesale order for a local store to me, so I need to finish that in the worst kind of way. I have 3 of them, but I need 7 more. So I'm going to make 1 more of these, probably, and then I need to make a Millie So, I don't know, guys. See you next time.
And if the one
Bye.
and then if none sell,
Let's see how to end this.